I'm reporter Justin Everett here in France, reporting on trench warfare. Over here, as you can see, we have 2 soldiers and a trench.
Sucks.
It's pretty bad.
So, soldiers, what are your names?
I'm Sergeant Lebeski from Charlie Company.
I'm Lieutenant Michael Cox from Charlie Company.
Cool. So, what are the conditions like?
As you can see, there's tons of mud. It's flooding.
Oh man, yeah.
Crap everywhere.
Gross. Mike, what was your take on the conditions?
Oh man, it gets pretty bad out here, especially after rain. You get a lot of rain around here.
So, how's the fighting been, guys?
It's been a stalemate right now. This war's been real slow lately. We've just been sitting here for the past week.
Yeah, I got a word in from HQ that the war powers have basically been in a standstill. We got Germans, French, and us here in the trenches, and we haven't been really able to do much. But there's been some fighting sporadically, but we can't really get our finger on some enemies, so we've just been sitting here for weeks on end. We're going to see what we can do. We're trying to hold up the trenches here to make sure everything's copacetic back here.
So, guys, what's the food like? Are you guys eating well, or?
We've been surviving on limited rations. The only water source we really have is from these creeks, and most of the stuff is contaminated anyway. Because, man, I know a couple people drank it, they got dysentery, they're pooping all over the place, so
I'd imagine your only option is nature?
Yeah, basically,
yeah,
unless...
berries.
Yeah, unless we
wildlife,
have...
that's about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't eaten in a day, and the only rations we get are from HQ, but they don't bring it in that often, so we've just been finding and hunting and whatnot. We really don't have much food or to share. Yeah, but the water comes from the creeks and stuff, and it's contaminated because there's a bunch of dead bodies in there. And you don't know what you're drinking out there, so that's where it brings a lot of disease like dysentery. Speaking of the water, yeah, you gotta change socks a lot, because if you don't, you get trench foot, but we don't have many changes of socks. Yeah, my shoes are all, when shoes are waterlogged like that, that really messes with you. Especially when you get the waterlogged trenches, and then you gotta, you gotta stay out of the water, you gotta stay dry, or else you get sick.
Earlier, guys, you guys were explaining no man's land to me. This is it right here, right?
Yeah, correct.
And I would imagine all the way on the other side is the Germans?
Yes. Yeah, we're pretty safe here, but there's enemy snipers and scouts that we gotta be careful of. I don't know, a couple weeks back, one of the troops got sniped, so we had to be careful ever since.
So how many attempts have you guys made to actually...
Not many.
Not many at all. But we've been going out there to try and get rations and whatnot, and I gotta do that in a little bit. I'm making a food run.
Also been trying to help the wounded out.
Yeah, we've been
pull
trying
them back into the trenches after they've been shot.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can see in the distance machine guns and just a whole arsenal of weapons.
Yeah.
So I imagine that makes it really difficult.
Yeah, but you can't see many corpses, but most of them have been rotting there for days, probably from enemy sniper shots and whatnot. But it's been really hard to advance up here, so we've just been sitting in the trenches ever since.
So, even though there's a stalemate, what is the plan from here on out? Like, what is the goal?
All we gotta do is hold our ground and keep the trench going.
So, are we watching Lieutenant Michael make a brave attempt for some supplies?
Yeah, right now he's going out to no man's land and trying to scavenge some supplies from some dead bodies and other things like that. I hope he's gonna be...
Oh!
Come on!
Enemy fire!
Oh my, is he alright?
Yo,
I'm hit!
did you get shot?
I'm hit!
Lieutenant Michael, make sure you're getting all this.
Oh man.
Give me your hand.
Wow, this is amazing. I apologize, viewers. Before we were under fire and we had to cut off film, but here now we're in the dugout where there's a lot of soldiers being tended to, and one of the soldiers is Lieutenant Mike. As you can see, Mike also lost his leg. He pulled off his boot after we got out of the fire and found out that he actually had trench foot.
Yo, what happened back there?
I was going to look for some ammo. I saw 2 German scouts searching for some ammo too, I guess. I don't really know, but I saw them. They didn't see me until about 10 seconds after I pulled out my weapon and reloaded, and they started opening fire on me. I got hit right here, but I killed 2 of them. Killed both of them, and I took their guns and I tried to bring them back, but then I had fire on me, so I took out my pistol and I tried charging up to the trench. I'm glad to be alive, but about the foot, I've had trench foot for about a while now. I didn't want to say anything because I wanted to keep fighting. I'm not going to leave my boys behind. So they had to amputate my leg. I don't know what I'm going to do without it, but I'm still going to try to get out there and fight. It'll be alright.
Be okay.
I hope so.
Prophet McDougal, I can't see. I can't see the gas. It got in my eyes. It burned. I can't see.
So as you can see, trench warfare was a useless strategy used by opposing armies. The result ended up just being a loss of lives, a huge loss of lives over a short amount of land, only a few miles. So that's why I don't think you've seen it used in recent wars.
Trench warfare's deficits really outweighed its benefits. That was trench warfare. Yeah.
Alright. Break. Yeah.
Lieutenant Mike.
Yeah.
Don't fall asleep on us.
I'm not falling asleep.
I see.
Don't.
3.
That was trench warfare.
That was pathetic.
That was trench warfare.
Brian, what are you doing, man?
That was trench warfare.
I swear to God.
That was trench warfare.
Brian's got the giggles.
Smile, just like,
Look, alright, go.
You don't even have to say anything, Brian. Just... cut.